Welcome to another video. So today we are playing Spooky Night Boys, aka Phantom Knights, and this hand does not have any Phantom Knights. When I started building this deck, I tried it out with Danger Jackalope and the other Danger monsters because the Phantom Knight deck requires you to have 2 level 3s on the field to do all their wombo combos. So that's the goal of today's gameplay. We're going to be playing the Phantom Knights, and we're doing well so far. Not able to do the Phantom Knight play, but we are able to make good old Destiny Hero destroy Phoenix Enforcer, and we drew the Artifact Scythe, so we can pop that on our opponent's turn. Opponent is doing it for us. Let that happen. When Scythe is destroyed on the field, it summons itself, prevents your opponent from summoning from the extra deck. So that is going to be awkward for them. But let's pop their set spell, Dragon Maid Tinying. No Dragon Maids will be tidied today. Now this deck I am playing because the adventure package is coming to dueling soon, and I want a deck that can play the adventure package. Adventure package requires you to use your normal summon, and well, not really. You don't have to normal summon, but if you can't activate an effect of a normal summon monster, so it does lock out a lot of decks. Now I don't know how to play this deck very well, so you're going to see me misplaying, but even with my misplays, the deck is still really strong. It lets you extend really far. Since all of the Phantom Knights, which you haven't seen yet, all the Phantom Knights have effects that activate in the graveyard and either send a Phantom Knight spell or trap to the graveyard or special summon Phantom Knights from the graveyard. So the deck is super resilient. We're going to pass to our opponent here with our 4000 attack, access code, and the ability to pop face-up cards and call by the grave. Opponent summoning some Dragon Maids. Gonna let that go. Dragon Maid effects activating. Gonna let that go as well. Adding more Dragon Maids to hand here. Not seeing anything I'm worried about yet. Opponent linking off into Striker Dragon. Striker Dragon gonna search for a field spell, Boot Sector launch. I read all these effects and I said, you know what? You can have this. Opponent summoning a Darkness Dragon. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. We gotta pop that. Get that out of here. Red Eyes will summon monsters from the graveyard. We can't let that happen. And opponent is done. They cannot handle our Phantom Knight-less Phantom Knights. Alright, let's go on to the next game, see if we can get some Phantom Knights, but first, I'll show you the deck list I settled on. Alright, so here is the Spooky Night Boys. I will go through it in full detail at the end of the video if you want to see all the cards in big exploded view. But general idea is you get 2 level 3s on the field, and you wombo combo. So that's what we're going to be doing. Hopefully I'll be able to show you that. We do have some of the Phantom Knight spell and traps in the extra deck, and we do have the extra goal of Scythe Lock. So this deck has the ability to special summon Dagda, and then Dagda's effect will put Scythe on the field face down. We can pop it, and our opponent won't be able to special summon from their extra deck. So that's our kind of like ideal turn 1 play. Rest of the deck, just classic hand traps. We got Max C, we got even Ghost Ogres, we got Ash Blossoms, we got, where is it? Single copy of Imperm, and that's because we're running Crossout. Crossout card I'm trying out. Not sure if I'm a fan of it. The concept of it is like, you know, you play all these hand traps you don't like, and Crossout says, you know, you can negate your opponent if they have them. Yeah, we'll try it. See how it works. In the extra deck, of course, we got DPE. We got the Phantom Knight Breaksword. We got the Downward Magician package to go into Zeus. We got some Dark Rebellion XZ Dragons, some Raiders Knights, and in the Link Zone, we got Salamangreat Almirage, Cherubini, Masquerena, Dagda, Berte, Accessco Talker, all that good stuff. Now, I'm not sure about the Almirage. I put it in here because I was getting annoyed by these 2 boys. These 2 Burning Abyss cards that when you summon them, if you have another non-Burning Abyss card on the field, they just destroy themselves immediately. So I brought this in so I could, you know, summon it, you know, make an Almirage, and then maybe continue to do link plays, but not sure about this, might take it out. If you got suggestions in the comments, let me know what I should swap in for the Almirage. Now, let's get back to the gameplay. If you like this video, let me know down in the comments if you like seeing Phantom Knights, and give the channel a subscribe if you like this sort of gameplay. Alright, well, let's go back to the game. Alright. Let's start with a Fusion Destiny. Opponent got Max C. We're going to let that go. We could call by, stop him from drawing a card, but I think we can save this call by for something better. Letting him draw 1 card with this, not too bad. Still only got 1 level 3 in hand. Now, I've heard people complain about this deck that's a little bricky. It's not got any one-card combos. You need 2 level 3 monsters in order to start your plays, so that is a bit of a weakness of the deck. But its combo is quite strong. It has a lot of resilience, so I'm enjoying playing it so far. We're gonna make our... So I was worried here. Our opponent passed to end phase without doing anything. Now, I activate this Phantom Knight's Wing, so our DPE would not get popped by the effect of the Fusion Destiny spell. And the reason I did that was because if our opponent had a Call by the Grave, he could have been waiting until end phase. DPE pops itself. He you know, activates the Call by, banishes our DPE, and he's gone. So I was trying to save the DPE there. All right, back to our turn here. Let's reinforcement the army. Get ourselves the Phantom Knights of Torn Scales. Gonna special summon our Kamigocha Knight. Get the Cherubini. Now what I probably should have done was activated the Phantom Knights while he was on the field. But I didn't want to discard my Imperm. Maybe I'm being too conservative here. Maybe I don't need Imperm. Gonna start doing the combo. Make the Rusty Bardiche. Rusty Bardiche's effect will activate after we special summon another Cherubini here. Now this will activate and opponent got effect failure. Let's stop that from happening. This would let us send Phantom Knight to the graveyard and set a Phantom Knight spell on the field, which is really good for extending. But our opponent has a second effect failure. Very surprising. Don't usually see people play any effect failures, let alone 2 copies. So we get negated, so no searching. That does limit our options here. Now we can activate and special summon from the graveyard the Phantom Knight of Torn Scales again, and we can use our second half of our DP to Pot of Greed, draw 2 cards. Now we can activate the Phantom Knight of Torn Scales to discard and send to the graveyard. Opponent got an Imperm. Now this was a mistake on my part, so it's not a mistake, but maybe it's a mistake. Imperm, if the card on the field that it's targeting gets flipped face down or leaves the field, it will not negate. So what I'm doing here is activating DPE to pop my Phantom Knight Torn Scales, and my thought was that this would go to the graveyard and his effect wouldn't get negated by Imperm, so then he would resummon himself from the grave again. But I didn't read all the fine print, and instead of going to the graveyard, he goes to the banish zone. So big oops there. Let me know in the comments if you think that's the right move. Maybe I should have just left him there. We still get a spec, so we do get another monster on field, and we're going to go into the artifact Dagda. Now, Dagda won't affect to search for the scythe unless an effect on the field is activated, so we don't actually have a way to get the scythe out, but opponent sees that and he's not happy. He's done. No extra deck. I don't want to see it. Let's take a look at our opponent's deck, because I'm curious about those 3 copies of Effect Veiler. Opponent was playing Sky Strikers. Of course they were. That makes so much sense. Sky Strikers is just all interaction, so the mystery is solved there. Alright, let's go on to the next game. Alright, looks like we're all set up with everything we need to do Phantom Knight things. But opponent has a Max C, so that's gonna slow us down. Let's activate the E-Tele before the Max C resolves. This will make it so he draws 1 less card. Because we're going to go into DPE here. We'll discard just to get another Phantom Knight engraved for next turn. And then we're going to make the Verte, that's going to give him 1 card. And we're going to make DPE, that's going to give him 2 cards. We got our own Max C, we got an effect negation. So hopefully we can fight through our opponent, even if we do give him a free Pot of Greed. Alright, let's set that Fog Blade. Opponent has a Droplet. Gonna negate our DPE and a Neo's Destiny. Let's Max C. Start drawing. Neo's Fusion, gonna special summon Neo's Fusion monster from the deck. Brave Neos. There he is. Extra deck Brave Neos summoned. Opponent going to battle phase. We're gonna activate the effect of the Fog Blade. Fog Blade prevents monsters from attacking, so the Brave Neos will not be able to attack. Won't destroy monster. Will not search for a elemental Neos spell. Alright, Verte is dead, but he had done his job. Opponent sent a back row. DP popped himself. He'll be back. Alright, back to our turn here. DP summon himself again. Opponent has another max C. Opponent should have activated that. They should have toggled on. Always remember, he got toggle on. He could have activated that before the DP summon and got a free card. But that's annoying, being under max C twice in a row. We're just going to go straight to battle here. Opponent got a Masco Changeo. Let's stop that. Now, I wanna keep my boy here, and I want to keep my DP. So I'm going to pop this Fog Blade. Might be wrong here. Maybe I should keep a Fog Blade, but I definitely wanted to attack over this. And while he's negated, he won't have to worry about it as much. But opponent adds to hand an Honest Neos, which you can discard hand trap to make a hero monster gain 2500 attack. So if we attack this Brave Neos, our DPE is going to die, and I would rather not have that happen. So let's just hold on here. Let's just hold on with DPE. Let's keep Phantom Knight's Ancient Cloak around. See if we can combo next turn. Maybe we won't be under max C. Opponent summoning another Brave Neos, and gonna link off into ISO'd. Not sure what their plan is here. We're gonna pop that before its other effect activates, so its summon effect as a warrior from deck to hand, but you can't normal summon set or special summon monster with that name, so he won't be able to use the monster he searches. The second effect sends equip spells, and that's usually used to do some sort of wombo combo. So let's just pop that shit. Get it out of here. Alright. ISO'd is gone. Opponent adding Stratos to hand. Stratos was banned for a long time, but opponent is done, realizing he can't activate his Stratos. Alright, so what do I think of the deck? Let's go to the big pan view and I'll talk about my thoughts. Alright, so this deck has a lot of interaction. It's got a lot of ways to recur itself, which is fun. I will say one thing, it seems like everyone knows what this deck is, because as soon as I started summoning Phantom Knights, often people would just concede. I haven't seen a lot of Phantom Knights, so maybe people's experience on ladder is different. Let me know in the comments if you concede when people play a Phantom Knight card, but that was the experience I was having. A lot of just straight up concessions when I would summon 2 Phantom Knights. So, hey, it is what it is. I'm still having fun with the deck. The grindy games are very interesting just because of how the Phantom Knights all work in the graveyard. So, really enjoying that. Haven't been able to actually scythe block anyone yet, since people seem to not like that. They'll concede before you even get close to scythe blocking them. Yeah, I mean, that fear in Yu-Gi-Oh is there. You know, people they've been locked out of their turn before. Maybe they think I'm making Rongo. I know you can use Phantom Knights to make Rongo, and Rongo is very not fun because he prevents you from summoning cards or activating spells. I think Rongo's very, very oppressive. So maybe I'll play Rongo next time, see if I can Rongo people. If people are gonna just concede, you know, you might as well go full evil mode. And I am gonna hold on to this deck until the package with Adventures comes out. I'll be trying out Adventures in this deck, see if it's fun. So yeah, look forward to that. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see some oppressive Rongo action. Let me know down in the comments. And yeah, that's the whole deck list. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good night.